So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 1 yard is the gain, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They'll run with Irving. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Bucky Irving taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
They're going to try and run, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. His interception on that last drive set the other guys up pretty good. They had solid field position. They cashed him with a touchdown. Now he's got to try to get things right here. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 3rd down at 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And taken down just shy of the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A run with Irving. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Irving. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at mid. Field. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Terry Poe able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Irving. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bucky Irving, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 15-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. So now the Eagles down by 15. A minute 40 remaining. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Down the numbers. There he goes. Down to the 10. And that's a touchdown. But hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run. This is Irving. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bucky Irving taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.